I wasn't looking for anything complicated. No big commitments, just some fun. But it's always the psychos that pull me in. Don't judge me. The connection between the figure and the base is a little precarious, so I'm going to need to pin the foot. Now, full disclosure, I am not a pro painter. I'd say I'm somewhere between knows what primer is and occasionally gets paint where it belongs. This is not a tutorial. I'm just sharing my experiences and trying not to glue my fingers together. The blue tack takes an impression from the foot pin. This acts as a guide so we can drill it out exactly where we need it. I give the model one last check for imperfections, sand those away if I need to, and I also do a quick check for any stray mini supports I might have missed. You need to remove these carefully. The model came in several pieces, and you can see here where I glued the different sections together and then used resin to hide the seams. Sadly, I don't have any footage of me actually doing that because I did it a long time ago. Lastly, I do a quick cleanup on the model. This is just to get rid of any dust or resin residue, and for convenience purposes, I just use a simple alcohol swab. Once the prep work was done, I primed the model using Mr. Surfacer Black Primer. I generally prefer using black primer on my figures as it gives me black shadows in the deep recesses of the model that I don't have to worry about if I miss them during painting. I also attempted a zenithal highlight using AK 3rd Gen acrylic ink through my airbrush, which didn't go very well. Generally speaking, I have two basic principles I like to follow when painting a display figure. The first is the artist's mantra. First make it exist, then make it look good. That is what I'm doing here, just blocking in some colors. Many of these colors are just experiments to see what shakes out. I am not taking my time. I am not being careful with my brush. I am just trying to make it exist. You can't make progress on something that doesn't exist. Doing this gets us past the blank canvas moment and on to solving problems and fixing mistakes, which drives me to keep painting and to be more creative. Which leads me to my second principle of painting display figures. Keep putting paint on until you think it looks sick, or until you are sick of looking at it. Anything born of passion, desire, and an internet search is going to include some bad decisions. I definitely made some bad decisions while painting Krieg's skin, but nothing that couldn't be cured with a bit more paint and some penicillin. Different mixes of black red, beige red, and basic skin tone were used for most of the skin. I also used thinned Peachy Flesh speed paint as a unifying wash, along with flesh color panel liner from Tamiya as kind of a final touch in the recesses. But remember, there is no recipe here. We are cooking, not baking. It's important to keep your paints thin. None of my paint layers are opaque. I like to have some of the previous layer showing through, then I can work to slowly build up the tones where I want them. The trousers were very easy. I used a medium rust color as the midtone and a dark rust for the seams and shadows, and a light rust for the highlights. I found it easy to get a gradient between the midtone, shadows, and highlights by doing a simple 50-50 blend of the different paints as needed. It actually worked very easy, and I think I got a good result. For the bandages, I used a grimy gray as the base coat, and then I used holy white speed paint as a wash. After some experimentation with different paints for the metal bits, I decided to use dull aluminum, jet exhaust, and chrome from the Vallejo metal color line. The mask is painted with silver gray, and I used a mixture of the different rust colors and a light orange for the vault symbol. For the leather, I use hull red as the base, and then I use saddle brown as the first highlight to add some wear and aging to the leather. Then I use a light brown as an edge highlight and to increase the wear and aging even further. For the wood, I base it in grim brown and then use overbrushing with a grayish brown. Lastly, it's time to paint some of the little details and do a little bit of a freehand attempt. The last thing I do on the figure is to apply some washes to dirty things up just a bit. I hit the trousers, leather, and wood with different brown washes, and the metal with a black wash. The bandages I hit with a mix of brown and gray washes depending on where they're at and what kind of muck they'd be exposed to. For the base, I wanted it to be ugly and boring. I want the figure to be what catches your eye and keeps it. With that in mind, I made it rusty and grimy by painting some basic colors for the barrels, one red, one orange, and then I used a sponge to apply different rust colors. Just working my way up from dark rust, then medium rust, and then light rust, covering a smaller area with each progression. And the dirt base with a dark sand color. After that, I apply a number of different liquid pigment products and washes, including ochre earth on the dirt, standard rust on the barrels and pipes, light European earth on the stones, and then I use copious amounts of streaking grime on the sandy base and a bit more sparingly on the barrels and pipes. I also use a little bit of fuel stains in a few places. And that's it. After a few questionable life choices, Krieg is finished. Now, I consider myself a mediocre figure painter at best, but I still really enjoy the process and I find it very satisfying to see a finished project. This sculpt is from Tytan Troll Miniatures. They're not sponsored or affiliated with me in any way, I'm just a fan of their work. You'll find a link in the description below if you want to check it out. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this one, leave a like, drop a comment, and tell me what you think I should paint next. Until next time, happy hobbying.